Hey everyone, welcome back to MLWorks. In this video, we'll be discussing about React Agent and how we'll be implementing React Agent with LangGraph. So first understand what is React Agent, and then we'll understand how LangGraph helps us to create a agent that is capable of reasoning and capable of performing action based on the given prompt. So React Agent refers to reasoning plus acting agents. Okay, consider you given input prompt. The LLM will able to understand the input prompt, reason about it, understand the context, and extract the information, key information from it. Now it has to take some action and decides those action based on the information it got or it extracted. Now once the action is done, the state of the application will change and whether the final solution is achieved or not. Okay, based on that it will either call tool or it will call LLM or it will complete the task. Okay, so that's a React agent, and the flow looks like as mentioned here in the 5-step process. So it takes an user query as input and reasons about the query and decides on the action. Once it decides on the action, it will take that action and based on the available tools. Now once the action is taken, it will look for the result whether it has come to the final solution or not. Otherwise, it will repeat that step 2, 3, 4, okay, until it achieves the final solution. Now, when it comes to LangGraph, LangGraph has its own module to create agents, which is like create a React agent. But if you want to have custom and more control over the agent, you can create your own custom agents, custom React agents. And there are 3 key components to LangGraph while creating an agent. One is state. The other is graph, and other is not even graph, I mean nodes and edges. State refers to the current state of your application, okay, and then it comes to the nodes. Nodes represents the control logic that needs to be taken by the agent, and edge is where it decides whether to call an LLM or a tool. Okay, so these are the 3 main components of LangGraph. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and implement a React agent where we'll want to get the weather forecast for a particular location or based on a specific date and time. Okay, so we'll do that in this video. Okay, so for this what we have to do is first let me install all these packages. So I have executed this and it is already up and running. All these packages are already installed in my environment. So if I just click this, you will see it is already installed. All these are satisfied. Now once this is done, what we do is we import the OS and load.env for loading the API key, that is for Gemini API key, which I have in my environment, and I'm loading it into my runtime. Okay, so it will be done by this statement here, load.env. okay, so this will load the Gemini API key. Once that is done, what we do is we import necessary modules used for creating the state of the application or managing the state of the application. So for this, first we import type, predict, sequence and annotated, and under LangChain and LangGraph we import base messages and add messages. Add messages is only for keeping track of the conversation that is happening. So whenever a previous conversation is required, it will look into that and then it will try to update the messages or based on the ID that is the conversation is handling, the LangGraph is handling. Okay, so when it comes to class agent, okay, agent state, we are using type predict and passing these 2 variables or creating these 2 variables. Okay, one is messages, which will keep track of all the messages, and the number of steps, which is an integer. So this is your state of the application is managed by agent state. Okay, this is the state. So if you see here, I have mentioned about these 3 things, 3 points: state, nodes and edges. So we are at the first step, which is agent state, and which is keeping track of all the messages and the number of steps it has been going through. Okay, now next is we are setting up our tool, which is weather forecast, get weather forecast. So first what we do is we import this package called as GeoPy. From GeoPy we import nominatum, okay, nominatim, okay, whatever it is, okay, So we import this module, and under this we pass this user agent name, which is weather app, and we call it as geolocator. Now we create a class called as search input. Now it takes the base model, as it inherits the specific class base model, and it takes in two fields. One is the city, state, whatever it is, it's the name of the place name, and it is the date. Okay, so this is what search input takes in. And then we created something called as tool here, and tool is nothing but from LangChain core tools we use tool. Okay, and we pass this specific name, what is the tool name, and what is the argument schema, and it takes in search input, which we created here, this specific class, and return direct is equal to true. And as part of the function calling, right, for this function, whatever the tool calling, we take in the input as location and the date, and we'll be passing the location to the geolocator and get the location. If the location is true, then what we do is we make an API call to the specific API along with the location, which is the altitude and longitude, along with the date and time. Okay, here we pass the date. Now this will make an API call, get the response for the specific location and date and time, and get the response and store it in data. Now we'll be having correspondingly time and temperature, so we'll be seeing all this in a dictionary. Okay, so if location is not found, we'll be throwing this an error. So this is one of our tool for now. Okay, get weather forecasting, and we pass it as tools inside a list. Now we are done with the tool also. Now comes the LLM model. So currently we are using Gemini 2.5 Flash. The temperature is 1.0, max token is none, timeout is none, max try is 2, API key which we have already imported. Now what we do is we integrate the LLM with the tool. So what we do is LLM.bind tools and pass in the weather forecasting tool, and we create our model. And what we do here, if you see here, model.invoke. Okay, so what is the weather in Chennai is 20th of July 2025. So it will make a call, and if you see here, the function call get weather forecast, and it is able to generate the arguments location as Chennai and date and time. So though you have given this specific as the input, it is able to identify the location, and it is able to identify the date and time. Okay. So this is for this will happen for every LLM call that you make for a given input prompt. Okay. So next is what we do is, now since we have talked about agent, state agent. Okay. Now we want to talk about nodes and edges. Okay. So there will be two nodes, one for calling the tool, there is another node for calling the model, and then there is an edge, which is this one, which will ensure, this is a conditional edge, which means you can either go to tool calling or you can go to model calling. So it will try to make sure that conditional statement is executed. Now as part of tool calling here, we are just iterating through the state messages from the whatever the last message was there. We just iterate through that and get the name and store it as part of an output. Okay, and it will try to create a list of messages or the list of conversation that is happening, right? It will be stored here under messages. And then here what we do is we make a call to the LLM. Okay, and it will be, again, we are keeping track of the agents again here, state of the agent, we are keeping track it here. Okay, and if this is for making model call, this is for invoking the tool calling. Okay, now based on, for example, when the decision will change, right? If the last message is not a tool call, then we complete it. Okay, so if the last call was a LLM call, then we should be ending this specific task. And if it's a tool call, okay, then we'll go get the information from the tool and get those location details and all those things, the forecasting details, whatever. If the last message is not a tool call, then we finish. So once the tool call is made, the task is completed. Okay. Now we have created agent. Okay, agent state, nodes and graphs. I mean nodes and edges. now what we do is we combine all these three components into a graph. So what we do is LangGraph.graph import state graph and an end statement. Okay, workflow, state graph, agent state, that is our initial state. And then we add the nodes, which is LLM and tools. And our entry point will be LLM because the input query is passed to the LLM and we extract those information, the location and date. And then what we do is we create a conditional edge. Okay, so it will start with the LLM. Okay, and then it will call the edge. Okay, should continue. It will look for whether the last call was tool or not. If it is tool, then it will complete, and if it's not tool, it will be going ahead with LLM call. So since it is last call was LLM, it will go ahead and make a tool call. Okay, and then it will try to take some action, and then it will again go through based on the solution that comes up. It will either complete or continue with the task. And then we also add an edge here, a normal edge. This is not a conditional edge, this is a normal edge, which will be after tools, we have to call the LLM. And then this is how we end up creating a whole LangGraph, compile it into a workflow at the end. Okay, so once that is done, we can view the graph here. So it will start, it will make an LLM call. Okay, so if the task is completed, then it will end. If it is not completed, it will go and then it will continue with the tool calling, and then it will again make an LLM call. Okay, which is what presented here. So these are the edges that this is the edge, conditional edge that we created. Okay, so it is represented here. So now once the graph is created, what we do is we pass in the input message, okay, which is a list of messages here. And then we iterate through this stream dot inputs comma stream node is equal to values and state. So when we do this, we take the last message, okay, and that is the last message, and then we do dot pretty print. Okay, now what happens in the backend, right? So when you are executing this, first the input prompt is taken. Okay, it is sent to the LLM. It extracts this date and location. Now once this is an LLM call, and then it will be making a tool calling here, get weather forecast. So it will try to, for the specific date and location, it will try to get the temperature. Okay, and we'll be printing it here. R by R for that specific date, what is the temperature. Okay. So the whole key idea behind this video for a takeaway for you is how to create a LangGraph and how to add nodes, edges and maintain the state, and how to create a conditional edge as well. Okay, how to, based on what condition it has to either make this LLM call or a tool calling, whatever it is. Okay, so with that, I'll be concluding this video. Thank you for watching and see you in next.